said, the Bible said, thou brought us into the net.
Yes, sir.
And thou laid afflictions upon our loins. And thou hast caused men to ride over our heads. Yeah, we went through the fire and we went through the water. Yeah, but God, thou brought us into a wealthy place. Well, is there anybody here in the building this morning? Have you ever had times in your life when you felt that you couldn't go forward and you couldn't go backwards? You had to stay right where you were. Is there anybody here that knows that after God captures us, it is then the Lord will constrain us? Can I get a witness in here? God will allow men to come over our heads, but he won't allow them to get in our heads. And God, no wonder why Paul said to Timothy, you better watch in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of the ministry, for I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is now at hand. Paul said, I have fought a good fight, I finished my course, I kept the faith, henceforth there is now laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not only to me, but to them that love his appearing. I got to understand I might be going through the fire and through the flood right now, but I'm celebrating because I know I'm on my way to someplace greater. I'm on my way to a new place in God. Well, is there anybody in here that believe you're on your way? You've been through the fire and you've been through the flood, but you're gonna hold on. Just look at somebody, grab their hands and tell them, neighbor, I don't know about you, but it's been rough for me. It's been tough for me. Tell them I've been through the fire, I've been through the flood, but just tell them I'm gonna hold on a little while longer. Weeping may endure for a night, but is there anybody in here? No joy, oh joy is waiting in the morning. Joy. I'm going to tell you this story I heard a few weeks ago, and I'm getting ready to take my seat. I was at a revival, and the preacher started preaching, and when he got to the end of his message, he told this story, and that story, Sabrina, it literally blew my mind. A story about a preacher, yes, that had been in revival, yes, and while he was in revival, he had preached all week long. He had his young daughter had just learned how to drive, and at the end of the week he was tired and he was on his way home. So he told his daughter, I want you to take the wheel and drive us on home. Well, his daughter, being an inexperienced driver said, Daddy, are you sure you want me to drive? Do you hear what I'm saying? Her daddy said, yes, I got to get some rest. So the little girl got behind the wheel and started driving. Now as she was driving, she noticed some dark clouds, yes, started to form up in the sky, and a few sprinkles started to drop. Well, the little girl looked at her daddy. She said, Daddy, are you sure you still want me to drive? Can I get a witness in here? She said, Daddy, the clouds are getting mighty dark right now. It's starting to sprinkle, and you know I don't drive that good. Daddy just kind of woke up out of sleep. He said, baby, just keep on driving. The little girl kept driving, and the rain started to get harder. It started raining harder and harder. The clouds began to turn black, and the little girl could barely even see in front of a car. The girl was looking around. She could barely see the tail lights in the headlights from the other cars. But Daddy was just sitting over in the seat. He was sitting there sleeping. The little girl nudged the daddy and said, Daddy, it got dark out here. Daddy, it's raining. I can't even see my way. Daddy, cars are pulling over on the side of the road. Oh, Daddy, I need you to take control of the wheel. The daddy said, no, baby, just keep on driving. Well, cars were pulling off on the side of the road. Storm clouds were raging. It was raining. It was hailing, and it got real dark. But the little girl was listening to her daddy and just kept on driving anyway and anyhow. Well, the little girl, as she kept on driving, she noticed the storm started to lighten up. Yes, the clouds started to lighten up. The winds started to lighten up. The rain went away, and the storm had now passed over. The sun was now shining. It was about that time her daddy woke up and said, baby, pull over. I'm going to take the wheel from here. The little girl said, no, Daddy, I got it from here. Daddy looked at it and said, no, I want you to pull over and let me take it from here. Do you hear what I'm saying? The little girl said, Daddy, as long as we were in the dark, you were sitting over there asleep. As long as it was raining, you were sitting over there asleep. When the hail was coming down, you were asleep. But I'm going to pull over this car because this is your car. The daddy got outside the car. He told the little girl, he said, let me show you something, baby. He said, step outside behind the car. He said, now look behind us. He said, now if you look in front of us, you can see that the sun is shining. But if you look behind us, yes, the clouds are still there. The wind is still there. The rain is still there. There were people that you passed by. They still in the storm, but you made it out of your storm. Well, I want to tell somebody that behind every dark cloud, the sun is waiting to shine, shine, shine on your existence one more time. God is getting ready to turn it around. I dare you to stand up on your feet. I dare you to just wave your hand and shout, turn it around, Lord. Turn it around, Lord. Yeah! Oh, yeah! I know he's all right. Is there anybody that's going to keep on pressing on? Just look at your neighbor and tell them, I'm going to keep on pressing on. I'm going to keep on pressing on. Anybody just